Picture a stormy night on the Sea of Galilee. The disciples were in their boat, struggling against fierce winds and threatening waves. In the darkest hour before dawn, something extraordinary happened. Through the mist and rain, they saw a figure walking on the water, approaching their boat. The disciples were terrified, believing it must be a ghost. But then, a familiar voice called out over the howling wind, "Take courage, it is I, don't be afraid." The disciples could hardly believe their eyes. There was Jesus, walking on the surface of the churning sea as if it were solid ground. Peter, always the bold one, found his voice and called back, "Lord, if it's really you, tell me to come to you on the water." Jesus' response was simple but profound. Come. That single word would test Peter's faith like never before. With all eyes on him, Peter swung his legs over the side of the boat. His fellow disciples watched in amazement as he took that first impossible step. The water held firm beneath his feet. Another step, then another. Peter was actually walking on water. His eyes were fixed on Jesus, and for a moment he experienced a miracle that defied everything he knew about the natural world. But then something changed. Peter became aware of the violent storm around him. The wind whipped at his clothes, the waves rose threatening beside him, and fear crept into his heart. The moment his focus shifted from Jesus to the storm, he began to sink. The water that had supported him now pulled him down. In panic, Peter cried out, "Lord, save me." Immediately, Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. As he pulled Peter to safety, Jesus gently rebuked him. "You of little faith, why did you doubt?" Together they climbed into the boat, and instantly the wind died down. The other disciples looked on in wonder, and worship filled their hearts. This moment would forever remind them that with eyes fixed on Jesus, the impossible becomes possible, but doubt can sink even the strongest faith. The storm that night taught them that Jesus' power isn't just about walking on water. It's about trusting him even when the waves threaten to overwhelm us.